Helpy, helpy, helpy. You're such a sweet, cute, chubby little Funtime Freddy reject. But we love you for it, don't we? That's why that last part got 1 million views. Wait, it didn't? Well, that went just as expected, because who cares about Helpy? I do! Hashtag justice for Helpy. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Connor Monroe and this is the Top 10 FNAF Helpy Facts Part 2. Let's do this. Also, I know my hair's a mess, okay? I'm sorry. Working on it. Don't comment on it, okay? I'm already commenting on it. In at 10, Digital. The Five Nights at Freddy's series has been for the most part set in some form of reality. Sure, it may be a reality where intense agony causes you to possess an animatronic after you die, but technically there is an Earth where that's true. However, even if there is now a serial killer trying to escape a video game that he was put in after his soul latched onto a hard drive that got scanned for code, there is something that I didn't quite understand. How did Helpy do that same thing? In Pizzeria Simulator, Helpy was merely a digital creation, only being present in the flesh as a literal toy on your monitor. But in Help Wanted and Ultimate Custom Night, he's there. How? Well, he's actually technically not there. FNAF VR is merely a game about you testing a VR game, so that's also the digital world. And Helpy doesn't have a physical form. And in FNAF Ultimate Custom Night, you're inside William's mind, since thanks to the man in room 1280, we know he wasn't dead, just merely in a coma. So that's not the real world either. Helpy is one of, if not the only animatronic to be completely digital with no real world animatronic counterpart, only toys. That's pretty interesting. And at 9, Merch. Since Helpy is merely a pack of digital code, he doesn't really do anything with the kids. Sure, he may be present on some rides, like the pirate ride from FNAF VR, but we don't know if that game was released to the public. It could still be testing, because the company that took it over could have just not released it. So the kids could very well not know who Helpy is, in universe at least. So why is he on merch? He's on the barrel from Security Breach as I talked about in the last part, but he's also on a baseball cap in Help Wanted. You can see this at the prize corner, or in fact when you're repairing Freddy in the Parts and Service minigame. Yeah, that baseball cap that you take out of Freddy's mouth at the very start of his level has Helpy on it. You just either didn't check because you were understandably terrified or because it was too dark for you to see. I don't know why he's on merch unless maybe they put him around the newer locations to help kids like find the bathroom and whatnot, but even if that is the case, why would a kid want the toilet bear on their hat? Just a friendly reminder, if you're enjoying the video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more people see the video because the algorithm is a perfectly balanced game with no exploits and lets us know what you want to see more of. And because Helpy. And at 8, Funtime Freddy! Funtime Freddy is one of the most beloved FNAF characters from my experience, having to talk about Bachelor #1 in multiple different Funtime Freddy fact videos. Go check those out, they're up in the top right corner. So it's no wonder that an essentially smaller version of him would capture so many hearts, and then even more. The actual appearance of the animatronics, with the exception of size, is basically identical. Their main bodies are white with purple accents like their feet, stomachs, snouts, and hands. They have rosy red cheeks, and a black bow tie, hat, buttons, and nose. Not to mention big ol' blue eyes. Sucker. I'm a sucker for them. Helpy may be a little more rotund, but other than that, they're basically the same, ignoring the fact that Helpy doesn't have a bonbon. They're especially similar when looking at Funtime Freddy's FNAF World counterpart, which is in similar size to Helpy. I mean, Helpy's face doesn't pull apart in order to swallow kids, but isn't that why we love him? And at 7, FNAF AR. In an interview between Dako and Kieran, Helpy was revealed to be in FNAF AR Special Delivery in December of 2020, but to my knowledge nothing has been added that has to do with Helpy. Plus, according to the FNAF fandom page, Helpy is supposed to have a major role. I mean, he was announced in December, and it's been around 3 or 4 months since then, depending on the day of the interview, but if it's not on the wiki, I won't know because I haven't played Special Delivery. So please, feel free to let me know down below if Helpy has actually been added to Special Delivery and if he has a major role. And who knows, maybe this will be the first game we see him have a real-world counterpart. And at 6, he could be a crossover. This admittedly is getting into a little bit of a speculation zone, but fact is that it's entirely plausible that Helpy is a crossover between the main series games, FNAF 1 to Security Breach, and FNAF World. I know Scott wanted to forget about FNAF World, but let's look at the facts. FNAF World set up the hints we used to get the good ending in FNAF 3, thus having an impact on the outside world. The whole game is about games interacting with the real world, something which is becoming more and more prevalent within the main series now, with Glitch Trap and him taking over Vanny and trying to escape the VR game. Not to mention the similarity Helpy has with the FNAF World characters, and the fact that, as previously mentioned, Helpy is an entirely digital character, not having a real physical form aside from toys or merchandise, meaning he could very well exist in the FNAF World game, and he could be trying to contact us in order to help us defeat Afton, as the name Helpy suggests. And his role in FNAF AR could be his first appearance to show us that Afton can't escape the game, and he could tell us how to stop him. The evidence may be a theory, but the fact of the matter is that he could be a crossover. It's a fact that it's possible. So, haha, I win. Halfway through number 5, clipping. Clipping is a normal thing in video games. Plants poking through walls, a character model being a bit too tall and poking through the ground, collision boxes not being set properly. However, Helpy is one hell of a clipping fiend, which makes sense given that he's entirely digital. However, over the 3 games he's been in, he's had clipping issues in all 3 of them. In FNAF 6 Pizzeria Simulator, his first appearance, in the Ball Pit Tower minigame, when failing to get the prize ball, Helpy's clips through the yellow ladder, making him look like he's got a pole up his. In its Ultimate Custom Night distraction jump scare, you can see the white of his head model behind his teeth, as if the lower jaw was pushed in too much when creating the model. And in FNAF VR, the Helpy that appears behind the monitor uses the same model that you can unlock with 25 Faz coins. And because of this, Helpy's foot clips through the table that the monitor is on. I don't know why Helpy has such a fascination with clipping. Maybe he's trying to be a Twitch streamer. Oh, burn! I don't know why I'm making fun of that I stream on Twitch. Clip that. And at 4, not possessed. Helpy is not a possessed animatronic. He can't be. He has no physical form. Helpy doesn't act ill towards the player unless it's an Ultimate Custom Night, but even then he doesn't kill. This also works since he's basically a mini version of Funtime Freddy to show that Funtime Freddy isn't possessed, since people were assuming that he was since he's an animatronic in the FNAF games, which, to be fair, is actually a good assumption at this point, but, like, come on. We saw no evidence of that. Scott said that he likes to clear things up in his next game. We saw it in FNAF 4 at a sister location where he confirmed that FNAF 4 took place in 1984 with the secret camera password. And this could be him clearing up that Funtime Freddy, and even maybe by extension the others, with the exception of Baby, aren't possessed either. I know there's gonna be people in the comments saying that they are possessed, but whatever. Helpy cannot be possessed, and if you think he is, then you need to remember that he is computer code. Sure, Afton can possess a game, but he possessed the whole game itself, not the code of an individual animatronic. And at 3, glitch out. In the last part, I mentioned how most of Helpy's animations in FNAF 6 have 4 frames. What I didn't mention, however, is that sometimes, for unknown reasons, this animation can play at hyperspeed, which may sound good, right? More frames per second means a smoother animation. And while normally correct, you still need to have enough frames for that second. If not, it freaks the hell out. And since normally this would run at 4 FPS, there are only 4 frames. Increase that to 24 frames a second, and this man looks like he's in a group fight in a cartoon. You know, the big cloud of smoke when hands poke out every so often? Yeah, because those 4 frames have to repeat multiple times in that second. He'll start spasming all over the place, and you'll probably be scared for your life. It's apparently unknown why this happens, but like, there can't be many reasons as to why. Unless it's intended because Scott just likes to mess with us and try to scare us. Or maybe the frames are some sort of Morse code when it speeds up. Maybe I need to screenshot and increase the contrast to... See what you've done to me, Scott? Me and countless others. And at 2, demo. Released on June 21st, 2018, Scott took to his Steam community page to announce that Ultimate Custom Night had released a demo. However, when downloaded, it turned out to be Scott's 4th troll game. It was merely a reskinned version of Doofus the Dinosaur, Scott's very first computer game. I mean, it's a smart tactic. Make one of your less popular games into a demo for your more successful series. It's like when mod authors make another mod that's dependent on one of their previous failed mods so that people will have to download it. Basically, the game was the same thing but with FNAF characters instead. The main character, Doofus, having Freddy's head, and the enemies being various animatronic characters. On level 6, Helpy is introduced, making you need to destroy 20 of him while collecting 6 coins and destroying 3 Mr. Hippo enemies as well. Why would you destroy Helpy? It's not much, but it's still kind of fun that Helpy was such a smash hit that he got put into a troll game. That really means you've made it. Finally, in at number 1, Buff Helpy. You knew it. You knew it was coming. That's why you clicked on the video. Buff Helpy first appeared in Daco's FNAF meme review series, and ever since then it was absolutely terrifying. Buff Helpy is just Helpy's face photoshopped onto some buff guy, and this thing haunts my dreams. According to Buff Helpy enthusiast on Urban Dictionary, Buff Helpy is, quote, a who loves stalking the YouTuber Daco and somehow always makes his way into Daco's FNAF meme reviews. In a sentence, Buff Helpy is best boy. No, Buff Helpy is not best boy. He is worst boy. I'd rather deal with the gotcha FNAF fandom. Yeah, and the ones who consider all FNAF Minecraft music videos to be canon lore to the series. And then Urban Dictionary has the audacity, the nerve, the balls to ask me if I wanted to get a Buff Helpy mug for my cousin Helena. No! I'll get one for myself, thank you. Screw Helena, she doesn't appreciate Helpy like I do. She doesn't appreciate it. She doesn't. He's mine. There we have it, friends, the top 10 FNAF Helpy Facts Part 2. Who's your favorite animatronic and what FNAF character should we make a facts video on next? Let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video, hopefully with some goddamn short hair. And this could be him clearing up that Funtime Freddy and maybe... In It 2 demo. Released on 21st, you know? Helpy like I do. She doesn't appreciate it. She doesn't. He's mine.